Hello friends, in this video I'll discuss about the new pension scheme which has been implemented by the government of India for every government servant after 2004. Those government servants who have joined regular service, they will be enrolled with the NPS, new pension scheme. New pension scheme, that is a scheme which is otherwise known as contributory pension scheme. In this contributory pension scheme, the government servant will deposit 14% of his total salary if he belongs to central government, and the same amount will be credited by the central government to his account, that is PRAN, Permanent Retirement Account Number, that will be created by the government if the employee belongs to central government. If the employee belongs to state government, then the contribution of the servant or employee will be only 10% of his salary, and the state government will credit the same 10% amount to his or her account, that is PRAN, Permanent Retirement Account Number. So here, what is the benefit and what is the lacunas and what the problem will be faced by the government servant? I am just giving you an example. You see how much pension he or she will get after the retirement, one who is working under the new pension scheme. Here I have taken one example of a teacher who had joined in the January 1st 2005 in his government service, and he became regular after 6 years, that is on the 22 January 2011. Here in this government department, in the mass education department, you have to work for 6 years contractual, then you have to be regular. So here he joined 1st January 2005, and after 6 years he became regular, and his date of birth was 12 February 1961. So his date of retirement must be 28/2/2021, because 60 years is the maximum years of a service holder to work for the government. So 61 plus 60 is equal to 21, and she will have to retire. He retired on 28 February 2021. When he got retired, what happened? His total PRAN amount, that is Permanent Retirement Account Number, total amount was deposited by both the servant or the government servant as well as by the government. That was 6,87,000 only, because he had only worked for 10 years, more than 10 years in the regular basis in the government, because he had become regular at 11 and his job complete 21, so it is near 10 years. So he only worked for 10 years, and his total PRAN amount was 6,87,000. So according to the new pension scheme, the total amount of the PRAN will be divided into two categories. One is 60% and another is 40%. 60% amount will be directly the servant who will get retired, he can get it, or he will receive directly. So he got 4,13,000 as he retired on the same day, or within a week he or she gets, or he got 4,13,000 here. And the remaining 40%, that is 2,75,000 pension amount, on which he has to get pension for his life, throughout his life. So how he will get the pension? These 2,75,000 will be deposited in a bank, the designated bank. The government has designated more than 26 banks. So one bank will provide an annuity. Annuity means per annum he will give the pension amount that will be divided into 12, and every month that amount will be credited to the that is employee's account or retired person's account. So here When he got retired, many banks queried him, and lastly he found out that the HDFC Bank has the highest rate of interest, that was 6.12% per annum. So he calculated and 2,75,000 on the basis of at the rate of 6.12%, the pension amount will be per year. So here we will calculate, you see, what will the amount per year if he gets 6.12% interest per year from that bank. So here you see 2,75,000 into 6.12%. It means only 16,380 rupees is the interest amount per year which the HDFC Bank will give him as annuity, divided by 12, because 1 year is equal to 12 months. So per 1 month that fellow got the amount only 1,402. It means 1,400 as his pension per month. So you imagine only a little amount, that is that the value of 1,400 is nothing at this moment. Are you getting? So if suppose that person will invest all these amounts, even 60% amount, then what will be the total amount? That is 6,87,000. Suppose he thought, no, because I need some more pension per month, so I will invest 6,87,000 again in another bank with the same interest percent, that is 6.12%. So how much we will get? Again we will calculate, you see. And if we will calculate 6,87,000 into 6.12%, that is 42,044 rupees divided by 12. It means 3,503 rupees he will get as his pension per month. If he does not bring the 60% of his retired amount which he can get, and he invests in the same bank or in another bank with the same interest rate, again then he is only getting 3,500 rupees pension. That is nothing but at this time, and it is very much difficult for him to manage his life. So you see how pity it is. Someone will ask that he has only worked for 10 years. Suppose he will work for 20 years. Then you think it will be double, just double, maybe more than little or 2.5 times. So 3,500 into 2.5, how much it will be? It will be nearly about 8,000, 9,000 per month after again 10 years. So you see now what is the value of this 3,500 after 10 years. The value of the same 9,000 will be the nearly about same. Suppose someone is working for 30 years, then also the same amount, that is pension amount, will be the relatively same. The value of the pension amount will be relatively same. So you imagine how very little amount pension someone can get from his salary after the retirement. If his salary is low, the persons who are getting very high salaries, suppose class 1 officer, class 2 officer, class 3 officer, because we are calculating here as the salary of a teacher, that is group C. So if we will calculate the group B, then it will be little higher, and group A it will be much higher. So here who is suffering? The group C and group D employees will suffer very much here. This is a very hard case. All have to think about this. And another benefit here government is giving, that 16 months gratuity. At the time of retirement, you can get 16% gratuity. What is that 16% gratuity? Suppose your last month's salary is 30,000. So 30,000 into 16 months, and it will be about 4,80,000 that you will get at the time of retirement. That will be one of the benefit that government is giving. Again, if you are adding also that 4,80,000, that will just, because it is 6,87,000, that is 4,00,000, it will be just 1.5 or 1.8 multiple of that what will you get the pension after the retirement. So imagine If you are not planning a suitable investment of your money or salary when you are working, so at the time of retirement you will face a lot of problem. So here how did PRAN is calculated 6,87,000 from where I got it. I am just showing you. You can go to the website, that is NSDL. All will have the permanent account number and your from which bank your money is just salary money is coming to which of your account. From that account the the amount will be debited to or credited your PRAN account. You will have message every month. So you see, you can visualize by this opening this NSDL website. Everything will be there. Your PRAN number, I have just deleted it to the security and safety. Subscriber name, your address will be there. Your PAN number, phone number, mobile number, email will be there. Then registration date, from which date your PRAN started, status, scheme is there. In NPS there is 3 schemes. One is tier 1, second is tier 2, and third is tier 3. Tier 2 tax saving scheme. Tier 1 is the basic one, in which how much amount, that is 10% or 14% of the central government and 10% of the state government, how much you will deposit, the central government or state government will deposit the same amount to your PRAN account. But as this is a preliminary system of NPS, at the time of retirement you will get 40% the pension on the 40%, and 60% will get the directly. And now also the government has facilitated that you can withdraw also 25% of your contribution at the time of your need. At any time you can get, but you will get only the pension after the retirement on your 40%, that is mutual investment from government as well as you. So there is another that is scheme tier 2. This is tier 1. In tier 2 you can also invest from your own savings in that PRAN account number, but the government will not match that ground. Government will not invest the same amount to your that account, but you have to you can invest from your savings in that money, so that at the time of retirement your that is deposit amount will be much more, and you will get interest much, and you will get the more amount, that is 60% the direct amount which you are getting at the time of retirement. But you think, is it good or bad, or is it profitable, or that is not profitable? You have to decide. You may be invest in other ways, or mutual fund in other thing also. So here everything is given tier 1, tier 2. If you did not opt for tier 2, then it is that is default, it will tier 1. So here nominee, you have to give the nominee name, here bank name, bank branch, bank MCR, everything will be there. Nominee relationship, nominee percentage, suppose you are giving your nominee as your wife or your husband, then 100% or 40%, whatever you can put. You see what is the current scheme preference, how much amount you are investing from both sides, you as well as the government. The total amount has been invested in this way. You see pension fund scheme, state government, that is 38.50. UTI retirement solutions pension fund scheme, that is 32%. LIC pension fund scheme, that is 29.5%. So here in this way they have invested money in the share market. Okay, so that is share market. What are the shares? You see, one SBI pension fund scheme, second is LIC pension funds, third is UTI retirement solution pension scheme. That has been purchased as the shares, and that money has been invested. Someone may be in doubt that if at that time of retirement, if the share value will be very much decreased, or the Sensex will be very much low, then you can say that their retirement, after retirement they will get very less, that is pension, or they may not get a pension. But it's not like that, because they have planned in a so technical manner, in the so matrix being calculated, that pension amount will not, or the interest which you are getting, that will not be less than 6.5% or 6% at least. So you will get definitely the pension something after the retirement. Okay, so here you can see one statement, how much you have deposited, and the government has contributed the same amount. You see statement that this is May 3 2021. Here see statement period, from April 1 to from 31st March. So here PRAN number will be there, social name will be there, DTO number, correspondence, everything will be there. So here you see, you can find out how much amount you have contributed. Here in date 3, that is 3,112. Government has also given the same. 24 here 907, 3112, 3112, again like this you have deposited. So government will have deposited the same amount. Again we will go to the next page. Here you see NPS transaction statement for tier 1. This is I have already told you, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So here also tier 1, tier 2, everything will be given here, and you see here everything is given here. You can find out in your that is NSDL website by clicking your by login yourself, no. So here you see scheme wise valuation, everything is given here. Here come employees contribution and employers contribution. Employees contribution, total contribution is given. So that is government and your contribution. Here also how much interest you are getting till that day, you see here, that is 9.93 or 14.26%. Your interest is getting from that investment. So everything will be displayed there, and you can see that everything will be there. So units NAV amount, how many units you have purchased or the government has purchased for you, that is also clearly given. So any deviations also you can find out that everything will be okay. So here one benefit is that your pension amount will be there so long as your money is there with the bank. Suppose as an employee you die, after your death your wife will get that, or any nominee will get that. After wife's death, the another nominee who will have the nominated by your wife, he will get. Again he is dying, again another nominee also will die. So long as your money is there, this pension will be going on. But in the case of earlier pension, there is ended at the time of your wife or husband's death. But here the life is very that is, you see, pity, because the pension amount is very less in the case of this NPS, new pension scheme. So all have to think that the investment plan from their joining of the job or a regular service, so they have to invest their money to certain amount, so that after the retirement they can get some another money from their for their life maintenance, right? I think this video will be very much helpful to you. Thank you.